You know, we just mentioned in Minnesota that Bernie Sanders has a sizable lead right now on the Democratic side, and Marco Rubio is the front runner on the Republican side.
The state is one of only two participating in Super Tuesday that caucus instead of a primary election. News 8's Kyle Dimke joins us now to tell us what the atmosphere was like at a few local precincts. Kyle?
We were at Crescent High School where both the Republican and Democrat caucuses were held for a number of precincts in Houston County. Both parties had a better than expected turnout, and a majority of voters say they're thankful they're able to have a caucus versus a primary. The voter turnout in Minnesota was only expected to be about 10%, but the 9 Democrat precincts in Houston County caucusing at Crescent High School almost ran out of ballots.
When the caucus convener asked how many people are here for the first time, more hands went up than I could possibly count.
Hoka resident Eric Leitzen says he's a big fan of the caucus process versus the primary because it gives voters the chance to talk about the election.
We get the chance to actually meet people, talk with people, kind of hash out the issues, because that's the most important thing, is talking about the issues.
On the Republican side, Joshua Sayers is participating in his first caucus. He says he's voted in many other elections, even when he was overseas with the military. But this year he felt compelled to make his voice heard.
Because I feel that our country is in dire shape. We need to really get more focal and active in our campaign this year.
Afterwards, Joshua says he was impressed by how smooth the caucus went, admitting he had no idea how the process even worked before it began. He even decided to become a delegate so he can be a voice for his candidate at the county level and maybe beyond.
Because I'm very focused this year on making sure we get the message out why it's important to elect the right candidate, and I'm very motivated to make sure this country moves in the right direction.
And at Crescent High School, there were 4 Republican precincts voting, with Marco Rubio winning by 1 vote over Ted Cruz. And on the Democrat side, 9 precincts were voting at the high school. Bernie Sanders won with 75% of the vote. Mike and Martha?
Okay, thanks a lot, Kyle. Wisconsin's presidential primary takes place on April 5th.
And that is an open primary with 96 Democratic delegates and also 42 Republican delegates that are up for grabs.